right, so how's everybody doing today? Had to stop off and drop off an Amazon package. And I thought I would go back to my old hometown where I grew up today. It's about an hour by scooter. And just run around there and see what memories come up. Feeling a little nostalgic today. So let's do that. It's quite a ride to get there, so I'm going to probably speed this up, and then we'll catch you when we get there. All right, folks, we are in the big town of Kenton, Ohio. Don't mistake that with Canton, Ohio, which is where the Hall of Fame, Football Hall of Fame is. Kenton, which is where I grew up. I think I will take the short ride home because it was a long ride to get here. I'm going to try the road here, but now there's a detour. I'm going to make a little pit stop here, wipe off my visor, and change out the battery in the camera. Back shortly. All right, let's get back to it. I could maybe visit my grade school I went to, and then take a ride to the house I used to walk to when I went to school there. So yeah, this is the very small town of Kenton, Ohio, where I grew up. It's honestly kind of deteriorated since I've Since I moved away. There's not much options here for jobs. Most people don't work here. Just a small little town. Apologies if you can hear my directions. I forgot to turn them off. Actually, I think we'll take a left or right here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go past the house I used to live in when I used to work at this grocery store in high school. It wasn't called Save a Lot then. It's called Dave's Market. And my mother-in-law's house, the second one here on the corner. And I used to live down here while I was in high school. And one of the things I remember on this house is a person had narcolepsy and fell asleep at the wheel and ran into this house on the corner where the stop sign is up here. Went right into the living room right there. And we lived on this house right here in this corner. I think it was that house. Yeah. Wow, it doesn't look like, oh, they've changed that a bit. Yeah, that's where I lived after my parents got divorced. My mom moved in there. We had to sell our other house. Actually, you know what? Let's go backwards. I'll take you to the high school, then the middle school, then my grade school, and then to my old house as a kid. Kind of curious to what it looks like now. I imagine there's a lot of growth and it's changed a bit, but we'll see. One of the 2 speeding tickets I ever got in my life is on this road here, going 35 mile an hour and a 25. Cop was sitting right over there and pulled me over. You do have to watch your speed in this town. The police just have nothing better to do, I think. All right. So let's go this way. See, this has changed quite a bit there. There wasn't like Taco Bell and any restaurant options when I was a kid out here. We used to have a, I forget what it was called. It was a Kmart. Before that, I can't remember the name of the store. It was an old store. Used to ride my bicycle from my house way across town. Come this back way here, right here, and hop a fence, and there was a little like Hallmark store there. I would buy Smurfs. I don't know, I was into Smurfs as I was a little kid. Anyway, this takes us, oh wow, so this is where I used to play baseball. They put a whole nother field in there, or no, a practice field, football field back there. Wow. Yeah. See, that was the high school field I played baseball on. They built this building, this red building up here when I was in high school. Weightlifting and weights and like other stuff inside there, like a field house. They must practice football now over here. Interesting. And then here are the tennis courts. And this is our high school. It's not very big. I think I graduated with like 161 people. 167 maybe. Somewhere between 160 and 170. The gym's right inside there. Yeah, this looks so tiny now as an adult. Oh. Yeah, man, has it been a while. There's the front door of the school. Huh. This road ahead of me wasn't open. It used to be like a walking path, and there used to be a big field. And oh wow, they've expanded this. I'm gonna go back in here. None of this stuff was here. Like the second building wasn't there. I wonder what's in there now. Wow. Huh. Interesting. I'm gonna go. Huh. Yeah, so I remember attending a party back in a house. A friend of a friend back in high school, and that's when I first heard Metallica's Ride the Lightning album, and I was hooked after that. I asked the kid if I could borrow the tape, and I made a copy of it, and then went and found Kill 'Em All, which is their first album, bought that one, and then I was definitely hooked after that. That's where I used to park our cars for high school. Wow. Oh, this is still here. Oh, wow, they built this up. This was not stone, and this was just a crappy little field before. That's kind of cool. Looks way better than it did, because we used to use this whole field. This is where I went to elementary school, right over here. Huh, this looks so interesting. School's about the same. I remember exactly. Yep. Hasn't changed a whole lot. So this was K through, what, K through 5? 6, 7, 8 was the middle school, which I'll show you in a minute. And the middle school actually that I went to was my mother-in-law's high school. So they built the high school after she was in high school, or the new high school over there. So, yeah, interesting. So yeah, that was kindergarten through 5. High school's 9 through 12. 6, 7, 8 in middle school. And then I used to walk to school. You know what, I'll go by the middle school last. Let's go down this road. So this road, this is how I'd walk to school. And I remember walking to grade school and coming down here. It was pouring down rain, forgot an umbrella. I walked home, and I was already kind of pretty wet. And I got around this curve up here, and these high school kids almost hit me with their car just so they could hit a mud puddle and splash me. I remember that vividly still. And then, yeah, oh, this is the road. Here's where I turned. Yeah, Marie. Oh, man, this thing bring back memories. Wow. Yep, used to walk down this road. My wife's best friend lived in this house as a kid, right there. And then they built some houses up back here now, too. So there used to be just a driveway. Oh, they've walk right back through there. And our house is back there. Yeah, so I'd walk that way. So I believe this is Chesney, right? Wow, this looks so small. Okay, I used to ride my bike up and down this street with my playing cards strapped to my spokes and make motorcycle noises. Yeah, I had a friend that lived in this house here on the corner. And we used to play croquet at a house, this house here. They'd have their family over every summer. We'd play croquet. Oh, here. This is my old house right here. Wow. That's it. That yard was completely empty and not built up before. And there was a fence along here, and our neighbor that lived there used to plow snow into the corner, and I'd make snow fort. We'd make snow fort right in that corner right there. And this rock wall was not here. It was just a hill, and we'd sled down it as little kids. But the step looks the same. Yeah. So yeah, my parents had that house built. This over here, there was no fence. They've cut this down because this was like a steep hill right here. And we used to ride our bikes back in here. There were paths. And then there's an old house back there. I don't know if you can even see it anymore. Yeah, through there. Let me back up. I don't know how well the camera's going to get this. A big, huge house. It was Old Man Johnson, we used to call him. There's a pool on this side of the house. My brother fell into and almost drowned. And we used to, my brother and I used to sit in this big field right back here, which it's no longer a field. It looks like they've put a bunch of stuff in there. But anyway, and shoot crab apples out of slingshots at each other. And then we get in the garage and take my dad's can of bug spray and kill the anthills that used to be right here. This is also where I used to stand in this driveway and throw into the garage my Nerf baseball to practice pitching. Wow. So there used to be a pine tree right here. Well, I guess that is the pine tree, but it was much shorter. It used to be my backstop, and over where that building is, used to be my mom's big garden, because we owned all the way over to that house almost, so all this land right here. And yeah, so anyway, so my mom allowed me to take some dirt from the garden. My fan just kicked on my scooter. Freaked me out for a second. But yeah, and build a pitching mound. And that tree that's cut down right there used to be an apple tree. We'd pick apples. I'd climb that tree and pick apples and eat them. It was so good. Also, I don't know how it is now, but this used to be really low. It looks like they filled it in. And one year it just poured and poured rain, and the whole yard was like probably a foot deep. And so we were out here in rafts. I still have pictures of it. I should find them somewhere. But my sister and brother and I just rafting like we were at the ocean in the front yard. It was so funny. And then down here at the end, I forget the name of that family that used to live there, but that yard really slopes down. And that same year when it rained really bad, that got about 4 feet deep. And I remember I could swim. I couldn't touch the ground, but we swam in it. I think about that now, how gross that was, all that dirty water. But it stayed flooded like the whole day. So we went over there and rafted and swam. And I mean, it was deep, crazy deep. But yeah, that's kind of fun. This is way grown up. We also used to stand in this field and hit. There's a road back there, and hit golf balls with our aluminum baseball bats, and they would fly clear over almost to the road. This is kind of cool. This is like this. I remember this being way more open, but it's amazing how things grow up and grow older. Yeah, interesting. All right, well, let's mosey on. Yeah, this guy, he was kind of a friend. Anyway, his dad used to make the best homemade ice cream. Remember that too. And let's see, up here. Yeah, I used to walk behind that brick. Used to walk along here. A friend lives up here. Used to live up here on the left. Behind there was like berries. Like they had blackberries bushes, and I was thinking raspberry bushes, but I can't remember. And we used to walk along there to his house and pick them and eat them. They were so good. So yeah, was it this house? Let's see. They had a driveway on the side with the basketball. I think it was this house, maybe right here. Yeah, this looks like it. So my friend lived here. I remember playing tag, and we'd play tag, and between those two trees, the trees were bases, and I remember standing under there one summer, and a bird pooped right on my head. Oh, bringing back some memories. Yeah. It's a park I used to play at. How you doing? Yeah, I used to ride my bike up here, and then I come across, which these main streets always seem to be, not these, but the ones up here, seem to be so busy, and I would ride out to my friend's house. Matt was his name, and it was the big brick one. Yep, the really nice brick one right here. His dad was a chef right here. He made the best freaking food. Best food. So yeah, there's a lot of older brick houses in this. Some of them are quite nice, those that have been kept up, but forgot my turn so I can look again, darn it. It's my doctor's office. Doctor that delivered me, Dr. DeWar, apparently was in there. Take a left here. This is the church where my wife and I got married. Oh, that was a one-way road. I forgot. Okay, so I got to go out this way. So I'll show you what we used to do for kicks. In high school, we'd come up and get some Sun Country wine coolers. I'm going to have to go down another road. It's closed. I don't know. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to be able to do it. Looks like the road's closed. Is every town doing construction in this state this year? Oh my goodness, I can't seem to get around anywhere. Okay. So this is the main square of the town. There's a courthouse here up on the right corner. Yep. Right there. They decorate for Christmas. And we would just cruise the square around and around. Get us some Sun Country wine coolers and just have fun. There wasn't much else to do here. Let's see if I can take a right. There used to be a Jack and Doe's Pizza up here on the corner on the left. Yeah, up here on the left corner. Right in there. It's called Jitter's Coffee now. Interesting. Yeah, I think I'll head over to the middle school. Here's their post office. And there used to be another pizza place right here on the corner. It was really good. And they must have went out of business. Such a small little town. Oh yeah, and our big movie theater there on that corner. Looks like Beetlejuice 2 is playing. Yeah, there used to be a sporting goods store right there. And a drugstore was on the corner here my dad used to work at. He was a pharmacist. Interesting. So yeah, a few of these buildings are new since I've lived here. We used to have where that nerd room is over there. There used to be a photography place. That's where I got senior pictures done, that kind of stuff. They've had this torn up for a while too. I haven't visited some of this stuff. I've been back to this town. Obviously, my mother-in-law still lives here, but I just haven't rode around much. The bank my mom used to go to, and we'd get suckers every time she went through there. I used to love that. That's a good memory. And then this brick building up here on the right was the AAA. It's now Heartbeat. So travel agency my mom worked at right there. You know what? It's one road over from here. What am I doing? Forget where I went to school, apparently. Okay, so we got to go right. Okay. Man, it's been a while. It has been a while. All right. Back up here and turn by the hospital where it was before. Actually, we could just take this one. I think this will be... Yeah, this will come out. All right. I'm gonna run right into it actually. So here is the middle school. Go by the front of it. Yeah, this was the middle school. I remember the principal still giving paddlings when I was a kid in high school, or in middle school. And then up here is our football field, which both teams play on, I believe. That's where I played Little League. There used to be a field right there. And here. And one over there. Yeah. Also played soccer with my brother in this field. And I remember gym class one time, they had archery set up here, and I almost shot the teacher. Oh. All right, let's go this way, actually. I remember this dead end, but I forget what's back here. Is there just more houses? Oh, that's the school. That's right. That's right. That's where the school was. I drove through earlier. And then that field, the front field over there is where we used to play kickball. Huh, yeah, okay. Wow. Interesting. I really don't recognize some of this. It's changed so much. Oh, yeah, my wife's friend lived down here. That's right. Anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna run by my mom's old house. Oops. This is one way, isn't it? So when she passed away in 2019, this is the house I had to sell. Not this house, but what I'm going to come up to here shortly. I drove by it earlier. I didn't mention it because I didn't quite recognize it. I think they put a whole new garage on the end of it and expanded it a bit. I'm going to look when I go by again. So yeah, our library is up here in the corner on the right. And my mom's house is right down here. No, I guess they didn't. Okay. I was looking at the wrong thing. So there's her house right here. I haven't changed much, actually. I built that porch that's on the side there. And my mother-in-law's house is up here on the right. I don't think they're home. They have another place that they stay at sometimes on the weekends. That I had to get through, so I couldn't actually see. Yeah, that's the big town of Kenton, Ohio. It was kind of fun to nostalgia for a little bit. Hope you aren't bored out of your mind, but if you got this far, I appreciate it. I think I'm gonna stop here for a few minutes and rest my butt, wipe off my visor, which I forgot to do when I said I was going to do that before, and then probably head back here shortly. So yeah, I think I'll catch you all later. Hope you have a great one. See you in the next one. Bye.